2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi everyone, we welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Stephen Curry's out there with Doncic. And there's Davis. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's LeBron at the three.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And so James will bring it up for the West All-Stars. It's a three-point game. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
The shot by Curry, no good.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
The pass to Beal. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
Doncic with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, you know, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Embiid with the steal. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Beal, the pass to Embiid. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Jokic. Floats it up for Davis. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And this game literally has been wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
That bucket in no time at all.
Anytime Curry gets a look from deep, he's letting it fly. And he's probably knocking it down, too.
Antetokounmpo looking it over.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Curry gets the bucket.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
And Davis sends it back.
Davis's anticipation and timing, so good at the defensive end. This guy is a shot-blocking machine.
Passes it to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Embiid with the steal. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And Embiid has a really high basketball IQ, superb at recognizing when to leap for the alley-oop jam.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The West All-Stars coach and I did get a chance to talk. We spoke about the defensive end, oddly enough. Now, in past All-Star games, as we know, defense isn't given much thought. But he thinks the players on this team are so competitive, they may take pride in their ability to get stops. That sounds inconceivable, guys, but I guess we'll see.
Thank you, David.
And the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the charts.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
Now, here's Curry. 7 points in the game. Here's Jokic. Nails the baby hook.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Antetokounmpo. Davis with some nice D. And it's Davis with the ball for the West All-Stars. That's to Curry. Floats it up for Curry. It's all about Antetokounmpo. Embiid with it. Picked up by Davis. Fires from 14. Embiid, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And Embiid with the block.
He is such a well-coordinated, fluid athlete for his size. Joel Embiid blocks a lot of shots and probably changes even more.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Doncic outside to the inside. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game. Curry's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Antetokounmpo inside. Davis is there. Harden finds Embiid. Here's Durant. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
What a unique combination of height, athleticism, and ball skills. Durant can make some unbelievable finishes because of it.
They double-team Curry. From deep, Jokic. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
High post, KD. Working on James. Count that bucket. KD's got 6.
Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with it.
Outside Curry. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists here tonight.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it.
Big group substitution here for the East. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Tatum comes in for Kevin Durant. Devin Booker, he's checked in for James Harden. And Irving subbed in for Bradley Beal. The West also making some changes. Zion Williamson's checked in for Jokic. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Davis. And Lillard subbed in for LeBron. Lillard, the pass to Leonard. To the paint. Lays it up and banks it in.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now here's Booker. Outside Tatum. The West All-Stars pull it in. Here's Curry. Banked in off the glass. And now it's an 8-point West All-Star lead.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Outside Tatum. Over Williamson. And the basket by Tatum.
You know, right there, you see some of the old school mid-range game that Tatum has in his bag.
Lillard, the pass to Doncic. Floats it up for Williamson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Irving with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Leonard with the steal. Here's Curry. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Curry's got 16 points. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Nailed from three-point land.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Now here's Booker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the left wing. And Lillard kicks to Williamson. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Williamson.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Embiid.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
They double-team Curry. And stolen by Tatum. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And how about the leaping ability? Butler gets off the ground so fast, especially on these alley-oops.
Here's Lillard, and the rejection by Embiid. Williamson finds Lillard. Here's Gobert. He's covered by Irving. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And slam dunk by Butler.
Jimmy Butler rising up over the defense and throwing it down.
They double-team Curry. And Gobert kicks to Curry. The pass to Leonard. Lets the three fly. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Embiid, and they double up Embiid. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the East All-Stars now. Left side Irving. And Butler gets it to go. Butler's got 8 points.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Outside Leonard. Launches a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 8.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. West All-Stars lead by 18. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
They've got Embiid. Irving is out there with Booker. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Butler at the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
Tell you what, it's just one of those nights where Curry finds a rhythm and just keeps on flowing. This show never gets old.
A nice shot by Booker. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And it's Butler with the jam.
His IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
To the middle, here's Curry, rejected by Booker. To the paint, here's Embiid, and that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. Teams checked in for the East.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
The West All-Stars on D. They led by as many as 18 points. Passes to Tatum. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Tatum's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Curry. Down low. Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert has got 6 points.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter, and I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness is often underrated.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Irving with the steal. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. That one goes. Just count it. He's got 11.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Here's Irving. Good, nice job down low. Irving's got his first points of the game.
All Irvin needs is just a little room to convert, and he's good to go.
Lillard against Irving. The jump hook. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And the East with some changes. Giannis, he's checked in for Devin Booker. Kevin Durant comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Beal subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The West also making some changes. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Rudy Gobert. Davis comes in for Randall. And James subbed in for Leonard. Outside, Towns. Lets a floater go.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
And that one, good. Durant's got 8.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's Lillard, and the rejection by Giannis. Beal finds Antetokounmpo, and Davis sends it back to the inside. And out of bounds, the East All-Stars will have it.
Eastern All-Stars ball.
The East making a switch. Harden's checked in. And it's Harden with the ball for the East All-Stars. They trail by 11. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Harden against Curry. Drives to the hoop. And the rejection by Harden. Here's James. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Yeah, I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks. And that one certainly qualifies.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league. A multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good. Beal. Doncic is checked in for Stephen Curry. And both free throws good for Beal.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
James, the pass to Doncic. Inside, here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
Davis for two.
Doncic has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Harden outside. The pass to KD. Over Davis. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
KD's shot is good.
You know, this is one of the reasons why Giannis's teammates appreciate him, because when they're open, he finds them.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. Jokic is checked in for the West. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Beal. With the teardrop, East grabs the miss.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Here's Lillard. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one will be worth some points in the dunk contest.
Here's Durant. The shot will not fall. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. They led by as many as 18 points. And the shot goes in. And it's an 11-point West All-Star lead.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Here's KD. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 12 in the game.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Lillard outside. Pass to Jokic. LeBron James on the wing. 6 to shoot. Doncic against Giannis. Doncic, no good. He's with the ball. 9-point game. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Harden finds Antetokounmpo. Back to Harden. Levine wide open. No good on the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Davis, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Really good court awareness that time from Anthony Davis, seeing the floor and making the right decision.
Beal dishes to Harden. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Davis. The East All-Stars have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That free throw good from Harden.
You know, right after making the finals in 2012 with OKC, James Harden was traded to the Rockets and transforming from 6th Man of the Year to MVP and blossoming into a megastar in the NBA.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Embiid's checked in. Zion Williamson's checked in for the West. Harden hits them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion.
And there's the call on Zion Williamson.
First personal foul.
That's his first
Second
foul.
team foul.
Never a bad idea to set up LeBron. I mean, running offense for the King normally works out pretty good for you.
James has gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
Which loudest section wants a t-shirt?
Doncic passes to Lillard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on James Harden.
During the seeding games in the 2020 bubble, Damian Lillard carried the Blazers to the playoffs. I mean, Dame averaged 37 a game. That included a ridiculous 61-point explosion.
A free throw good from Lillard. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. And here's Giannis. 8 points for him. They get a hand on it. Doncic with the steal. Here's Williamson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That free throw good from Williamson.
The explosive athleticism of Williamson is so much fun to watch. For a guy his size to move like that, incredible. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch. Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Oh, Beal in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Playing above the rim, Beal laying down the hammer.
Lillard outside. Embiid against James. Passes it to Jokic. Doncic dishes to LeBron. He kicks it to Williamson. Clock at 4. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's Embiid. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
East All-Stars have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Substitution on the court.
And some changes here
Substitution
for
on
the
court.
East. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Young is subbed in for Durant. And West also making a switch. Leonard, he's checked in for LeBron. The free throw drops for Embiid.
You know, there aren't a lot of centers in the league, true centers, who are in the MVP discussion on a yearly basis. Embiid is one of those proud few.
2 minutes left. 2.
Lillard against Harden. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The West All-Stars have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Free throw good from Lillard.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
No free throws good from Lillard.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Here's Harden, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic has the size necessary to deny shots, and it helps when he's engaged on the defensive end.
.143 left now here in the second. On the wing, Harden. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Butler. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Playing with attitude and no fear. That's Jimmy Butler.
Lillard outside. Pass to Jokic. The 3 for Doncic. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Doncic has got 11 points.
You know, that's a real key for Doncic. I mean, when the three-point shot is dropping for him, his guardability goes off the charts. You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
Floats it up for Williamson. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
That's just all Zion. But once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
Young finds Harden. Back to Young. Doncic with the block.
Yeah, the defense of Doncic looking a lot better. I mean, when he works hard at that end of the floor, he can get up and block some shots, too. Not a lot of them, but he can block a few.
Outside Leonard. And there's the drive. And he banks in the layup. He's got 10.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
That'll do it for the first half. West All-Stars out in front, up by 15. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The West putting on a show in that first half. And that's exactly what the All-Star game is all about. So much talent on the floor for the Western Conference this year, and they're putting it all to use. The East in danger of getting their doors blown off if they don't turn things around in a big way in the second half.
Well, the West are not playing around. They come here to win this. They're hitting their shots and playing with real enthusiasm. East better step it up, or this gap is only going to grow in the second half.
A little physicality from the East could go a long way. They've got to challenge shots, and then those stops will give them a chance to steal the lead.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for the West All-Stars, they've got LeBron James. Jokic is out there with Davis. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Doncic in at the point. Here's Curry with the three. Good on the triple. Curry's got 28.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Embiid. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Curry, trying to get open as Davis, and he uses the glass on the lane. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Antetokounmpo finds Harden. Now the pass to Durant. Over Davis. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Durant's got 14.
Yeah, Durant and his teammates really in sync. I mean, helping each other out, facilitating for each other. That basket there, a real team effort.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Durant. That's good.
Boy, that in-between game of Durant's is deadly. Give him this shot, and you'll regret it.
And Curry, here we go. Basket, good. Curry's got 34 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Pass to KD. Good on the three-point shot. Durant's got 19 points.
Easy feasting for KD. I mean, he's been killing them tonight. They just don't have an answer for him.
Curry looking around. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Personal foul.
The West All-Stars have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. Free throw good by Curry.
And even if you're not a fan of Curry or a fan of his team, you can't help but marvel at some of the shots this guy sinks on a nightly basis.
Irving's checked in for the East. Stephen Curry hits them both. Here's Beal. He's got 8. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. LeBron against KD. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped away. Over James. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And it's sent back by KD.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Giannis kicks to Irving. Three-pointer. And KD the bucket on the assist by Irving. Durant's got 22 points.
And teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
But has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter? He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Durant, and finished off by KD.
You know, why settle for the layup when you're this close? Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
Doncic against Beal. LeBron James on the wing. Curry on the wing. Unloads from 13. Again, the West All-Stars.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Back to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Irving against Curry. The shot's good. Curry's got 43 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside, Beal. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 6 assists here tonight.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
LeBron against Embiid. Trying to get open as Davis. James, no good. Outside, Beal. Antetokounmpo against Jokic. Giannis passes to KD. Now here's Embiid. Pass to Irving. Beyond the arc. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Doncic gets it to go.
Doncic, such a difficult matchup. Too big for a guard. Too skilled for most wings. Luka is simply a problem in capital letters, exclamation point.
And the East All-Stars call time here. Clark, you know, road teams accustomed to hostile crowds, but it can go too far. Players have been very vocal, saying, respect the game, and then respect us as human beings as well.
And Kevin, I couldn't say it any better. It's that simple. It's not complicated. The right to say anything you want doesn't come with the purchase of a ticket. I think human dignity, common courtesy, and respect supersedes whatever feelings you might have about a particular team or player and overrides whatever price you paid for your ticket.
And the East with some changes. Tatum, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Bean comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Booker in for Bradley Beal. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Gobert's checked in. Booker outside. Irving with a clean look. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And so Booker will bring it up for the East All-Stars. Trailing by 17. Here's Irving. Levine for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist here tonight.
On the catch and shoot, Levine is a really good option. He gets that shot off quickly.
Outside Curry. Gobert down low. Antetokounmpo defending. And the rejection by Giannis. Count that one. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Here's Tatum. Davis with some nice deep. And here's the West with the ball. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
And there's the pass to Levine. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roof.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Irving with it. He's picked up by James. Doncic with the block. Feeds to Curry. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 5 assists in the game. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Butler, he's checked in for the East. Young comes in for Irving. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Williamson is checked in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Leonard in for James. Booker dishes to Butler. Young outside. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Man, I love watching Tatum break down the defense in the pick and roll, exploits any passing lane that's available to him.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Curry. He feeds it to Williamson. And he converts the layup. Williamson's got 9.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Williamson's gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. And Booker kicks to Butler. Young with no one around. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Doncic passes to Davis. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Young dishes to Butler. It's rebounded by the West. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Williamson against Antetokounmpo, and Williamson gets it to go.
They own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Here's Booker, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Davis.
Booker.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
The East All-Stars shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Two shot.
And that one
Substitution on the
An
court.
accurate shooter
Substitution
from
on the
all
court.
areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
James Harden. He's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the West. Damian Lillard comes in for Luka Doncic. Good on the second free throw. 1:09 left in the third quarter of the game. Lillard finds Williamson. Outside Curry for the three. And there's the foul. It's on
Anthony
Towns.
Towns.
That's
Second
foul number 2
personal
for
foul.
him. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Here's Young. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
You know, Jimmy's really a great playmaker from the wing spot, and I think at times Butler can play point forward.
Outside, Towns. Floats it up for Williamson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
You always know we're going to see a few of those every All-Star weekend, but I don't know if we'll see a better alley-oop than that one right there.
Tatum kicks to Young. That's a 2 from Butler. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
What a look. Young providing the dime. A really unselfish player.
Leonard against Booker. Leonard with the ball. He's got 10. Shot clock at 5. Second chance effort. And Towns with the lay-in good.
One of the many skills that Towns brings every night is his offensive rebound.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the West All-Stars. And he continues to torment them from three-point range. A total of 5 threes for him in the game now. Right back after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
Paul out there with Trae Young. Then it's Tatum. Then it's Butler. And it's Harden in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Passes it to Young. Clock at 6. Paul with the ball. Butler passes to Harden. Off target from outside.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Leonard with the bucket.
And we've seen Lillard's ball handling improve over the years, especially in the pick and rolls where he has grown to be very effective.
It is good.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
That's a 2 from Lillard. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Paul kicks to Young. Pass to Harden. Three-pointer. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
He had a nice open look right there. Curry's got 49 points in the game.
You know, this is why you run the offense through Damian Lillard. I mean, sure, he's going to get his, but he's also going to make sure others get theirs, too.
Here's Paul, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Here's the teardrop. It's good. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Tatum passes to Young. Takes it from 10. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Outside Leonard. Back to Curry. From past the arc. It's good from long range. Curry's got 52 points.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
So good seeing Butler be this aggressive on offense. I mean, once he gets into a flow, he's hard to stop.
Young against Curry. Here's Adebayo. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Adebayo's got his first points of the night.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Harden bounce pass. Tatum finds Paul. Young against Curry. There's the pass to Paul. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. Butler. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the West All-Stars. Lillard against Paul. And Butler sends it back.
He's one of the most feared wing defenders in the league. Butler rejecting the shot. Beautiful.
Tatum against Adebayo. Tatum down low. And Harden now, top of the key. Young looking around. Here's Paul. And that one hits back iron. And here's the West with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Paul.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Outside Leonard. And Clark, the NBA is supporting those players who use their platform for change. In 2021, the NBA created the new Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Award.
Yeah, that sends a really powerful message because those who have followed the career of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was my idol as I was growing up, know that he not only performed at the highest level between the lines, but he has always been a voice and an activist for social justice, for education, for doing what's right and decent. His career outside of basketball clearly embodies what being about human rights is all about. So that's a really powerful message and one that I'm glad to see the NBA put forth. Boy, the slam from the beard. Elevating a little bit. James can go from 0 to 100 pretty quick for a guy of his size.
And And out of bounds, the East All-Stars will have it.
Eastern All-Stars ball.
And the East with some changes.
Substitution
Embiid,
on the court.
he's checked in for
Substitution on the
Tatum.
court.
Kevin Durant comes in for Butler. And Levine subbed in for James Harden. The West also making some changes. Randall's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. James comes in for Leonard. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Stephen Curry. Levine, good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Adebayo with the bucket.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
And Young, here we go. Here's Embiid over Adebayo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Well, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride in and enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first
Substitution on the court.
The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting, with some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
Ball against Doncic. Here's Randall. Again, the West All-Stars.
You know, Randall has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
Young against Lillard. Gobert with the block. Pass to Randall. Here's James. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
Yeah, you know, LeBron's mental strength is just so focused that nothing much phases him. He stays locked in.
Paul kicks to Durant. Knocks down the 3-ball. KD's got 15 points here in the second half.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
Lillard against Young. There's the drive. Basket counts.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Here's West now. Doncic looking it over. Passes it to LeBron. Now the feed to Randall. 3-pointer, Lillard. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
He gets it in there.
Well, he's capable of scoring from anywhere. Durant's size and touch make him a prime-time threat inside.
That's tipped. And here comes the break. Embiid with it. Now defended by Gobert. Pass to Paul. It's Young on the wing. No one near him. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Young's got 8 points here in this quarter.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists tonight. Paul outside. Takes it inside, and it's good. 2 points.
Tell you what, the speed of Paul is still there. It may be a little deceptive, but it's still real. Hard to keep pace with him on the drive.
Lillard outside. James against Levine. LeBron passes to Randall. Doncic kicks to Lillard. Good. Lillard's got 12 points here in the second half.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
High post, Embiid. Gobert on him. Embiid dishes to Young. Shoots over Lillard. Young, no good. And so James will bring it up for the West All-Stars. Doncic finds Lillard. Now LeBron. Gobert trying to get open. And James gets it to go on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Young. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now, the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
The East making a switch. Booker's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
Averaging about 30 points and 9 assists per game during his second season. Trae Young was named an All-Star in 2020, solidifying himself as a franchise player.
And that one drops for him.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Booker outside. To the inside. And the jam by Levine.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Doncic passes to James. Over Young. James, no good. Now the East All-Stars with it. Levine dishes to Young. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And some crafty inside play from Young, finding a way around the defense to get his shot.
Doncic, bounce pass. James kicks to Doncic. Back to Lillard, 6 to shoot. LeBron with it. Now defended by Embiid. Shoots over Embiid. Kicks it out to James. Lillard outside. And the pass to Doncic. Lillard against Booker. Lillard. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
Oh! Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
Now LeBron. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone.